Have you ever wanted to create the cutest croissant character in Blender? Join me in this video, where we'll build a beginner-friendly croissant together. First of all, look for the screencast keys in the bottom right corner. They'll help you follow along with every shortcut. Second, we need two built-in add-ons, Auto Mirror and Loop Tools. Go to Edit Preferences Add-ons, search for Auto Mirror and Loop Tools, and enable them. If they're not installed yet, click Get Extensions, install Auto Mirror, then repeat for Loop Tools. Let's get started. First, let's create the base shape. Press 1 on the numpad to enter front view. Select and delete the default camera and light. Since our croissant is perfectly symmetrical, let's add a mirror modifier to speed things up. Select the cube, press N to open the sidebar. Find the Edit tab there and click Auto Mirror. You'll see the mirror modifier appear in the Modifiers tab. Ready for the next step? All right. Press Tab to jump into edit mode. Switch to face, select by pressing 3 on your keyboard. Then just click that side face to select it. Now, press I to inset, E to extrude, I again to inset a second time, and E one more time to extrude again. Next, press Ctrl+R, add loop cuts along the x-axis. Click to confirm, then press S, Z to scale them on Z. Look at that shape start to change. Now again, Ctrl+R, this time add a loop cut along Y, then S, Y to stretch it a little. See that soft curve forming? Nice! Alt-click to loop select those middle edges, and S to pull them in a bit tighter. Almost there. Add one more loop cut on the right side, scale it up to round it even more, and then repeat for the last little section. Your croissant is really starting to take shape now. Let's keep going. Alright, here we go. Jump into the Modifiers tab and slam on a subdivision surface modifier. Back to front view. Press 1, and let's dive back into edit mode. Now watch this. Loop select that big, chunky center edge loop. Hit S and scale it out just a bit. Make it nice and fluffy. Time to sharpen things up. Press Ctrl+R, add a support loop over on the right. Lock it in. Do the same for the last section. Switch gears. Hit 1 to swap to vertex select, and loop select those middle vertices. If you're only grabbing the front ones, no worries. Just hit Alt+Z for X-ray mode, and now you're golden. Alright, get ready. Press O to turn on proportional editing. Use the scroll wheel to gently adjust the fall off. Then G, Z. Lift that croissant into a soft, beautiful arch. It's starting to look delicious. And hey, if your origin point looks kind of weird, no stress. Just nudge the whole mesh down until the origin sits nice and neat at the base. Hop back into edit mode one more time and fine-tune those ends. Make them round and perfect. You're crushing it. Our croissant is almost ready for the next step. Alright, time to give our croissant some personality. Let's create the face. Here we go. First up, the eyes. Select a nice spot for the first eye. Press I to inset that face. Then X faces to punch it out. Alt-click the new edge ring. Head up to Loop Tools and smash Circle. Perfect round eye, just like magic. Now for the cutest little smile. Pick a face right where the mouth should go. Press I to inset. But wait, this time hit B to remove the boundary. Now select the edges of that mouth. Press G, G, and slide them into a soft, friendly curve. Look at that. Your croissant's coming to life. Alright, next up. Let's keep adding those adorable finishing touches. Crank that subdivision level up to 3, both for view and render, because we want this croissant to look extra smooth. Next, let's give it some thickness. Add a solidify modifier. Make sure it sits above the subdivision. Set the offset to 0 and tweak the thickness to about 0. 0.2, just enough to make it look soft and delicious. Now let's bring this little guy to life with some eyes. Add a UV sphere. Quickly X90 to spin it sideways. S to scale it down. Then G to grab and place eye into position. Check it out in front view and side view to make sure they're looking just right. Right-click and hit Shade Smooth. We want those eyes nice and round. Now, no need to make the second eye manually. Just add a mirror modifier. Use the croissant as the mirror object, and boom, you've got two perfect eyes. Alright, let's make the tongue. Shift plus a cube, then smash that slash key to isolate it. S, Z to flatten it down, S, X to squash it sideways. Then Control plus A to apply rotation and scale. Hop into edit mode. Control plus R. Add 3 loop cuts along Z and another 3 along X. Now, from top view by pressing 7, go into X-ray by pressing Alt plus Z mode. Turn on proportional editing. Select that front face and G to pull it forward into a soft, squishy curve. Grab the vertices at the middle S, X to widen the tongue. From the side views, Z to lift him up, and G, Z to nudge him into place. Add a loop cut to the side of the tongue, then S to taper it. Now add another loop cut to the front. Then grab these vertices at the middle G plus Z to move them down. Then select these vertices and G plus Z to move them up a touch finally. Control plus 2 for a subdivision surface. Right-click Shade Smooth, and boom, you have the cutest little tongue. If the origin looks weird, jump into edit mode. Press AG to reposition it so the base sits snug inside the mouth. Then exit isolation like a pro. Alright, let's get that tongue perfectly nestled in. From the side view, press G to grab, S to scale, and adjust that tongue to fit nicely inside the mouth. Now, switch to edit mode and select those front vertices. G to grab, then R to rotate and tweak it to shape the tongue just right. You're shaping the perfect little tongue, no sweat. Perfect. Now let's take things up a notch. Go to the Modifiers tab, expand the subdivision surface, and make sure to check the On-Cage button for smoother results. Finally, back in edit mode, add a loop cut around the mouth for definition, and then another one around the edges for that clean, polished look. And there we go. That tongue is ready to roll. Alright, now let's make this croissant even more delicious with some materials. First, switch to Material Preview and open up that shader editor window. Select the croissant and pick a warm golden brown color. You know, that perfect baked look? Now, time to sweeten the face. Select each eye, click New, pick a rich chocolatey color. Finally, for that cute little tongue, click New, and choose a rosy pink color to make it pop. And there we go. Our croissant is looking fresh out of the oven and ready for cuteness overload. And there you have it, our adorable croissant character, fresh out of Blender's oven. I hope you had fun following along, and maybe even learn a new trick or two. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and tap that bell icon so you never miss a tasty new video. Got suggestions or challenges you want to see next? Drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, stay creative, and as always, happy blending.